former firefighter himself. Tom, it's Bill and Liz. Can you hear me?
Yes, Bill. How you doing?
Thank you for joining us again. You've seen these pictures, Tom. I assume you're watching them now.
Yeah, I've been watching this for a long time. I feel sorry for these guys. They've tried so hard to get a handle on it. I think your reporter was right. I think they gave up on that Funtown. They just decided there was no use in wasting any water on it. Tried to use it in some other places that they might be able to save further up.
It seems from our approach, Tom, that they've given up on a lot of the buildings that were already on fire and a huge section of the boardwalk that was burning, and just trying to somehow prevent it from spreading, as we see Funtown just, completely getting demolished there.
Well, it is just a normal tactic in firefighting. If it's a wildland fire, even we've done it in large buildings, and I've seen in the Bronx in big tenements where they just cut a trench and they say, we're going to give up one side, hope we can get ahead of it, start putting lines at the trench and try to keep the fire from jumping across. And they're doing the same thing. They've decided that these first couple of blocks, they're gone, they've lost them, the lines are already hooked up and it's not worth moving. They'll keep putting water on it, maybe cut down on the velocity. But they decided to try to save what they could save.
As we watch Funtown go down.
Completely collapse. Tom, can you tell us, we saw the crews knocking down parts of the pier, trying to make that trench. Is it foolproof? Is it effective? I mean, considering the winds are so strong, being 30 to 45 miles an hour.
No, you're right, but absolutely not. It's not foolproof because you got embers that are burning and dropping all over the place. And you don't need a lot to set off some of these old wood structures. If they get enough carrying them, a couple hundred feet, they can go over your trench, it can catch onto one of these wood roofs, and all of a sudden you've got a fire and the trench didn't work. So they're taking a chance. It's a tactical maneuver. Often it works, and something like this, with this velocity, tremendous amount of fuel down there. It's like a couple of lumberyards.
Right, that's what it is, Tom.
Yeah.
We want to keep getting.
They
are. We want to keep getting your expertise. Can I ask you to hold on for a second? Because Darla Miles, our reporter at the scene, watched this Funtown go down. I want to get her view and then come back to you. Darla, do you hear us? You still there? Darla, go ahead.
Hi, Bill. I'm still here.
Right, we
I'm
watched the Funtown go down.
Picture. I'm right here. Yes, we just watched it go down, Bill. And you could hear a moan in the crowd like it was a bad play in a football game. Everybody mortified to see that Funtown building go down. But the irony is, the sign is still standing, and if you notice, it's not burning at all. Maybe that's a glimmer of hope for those who love the boardwalk here at Seaside Heights. It is gone, and you can see all of the thick black smoke. We're going to stay with this picture. It's just devastating to see a fire move so quickly. Within the last 3 hours, 3 blocks of the Seaside Heights boardwalk gone. As you mentioned, Governor Christie is on his way down here. They've closed the bridge. Lots of people can't get here because they want to have everyone stay in their house and stay safe. And Bill, I have to tell you, on the drive down, when we started to approach the boardwalk and we had our windows open, embers were actually flying inside of our news truck. And you could smell the fire, the burning wood in the air. And earlier we heard Seaside Park Police Chief Francis O'Larkin say how those embers traveled all the way up to Seaside Heights, and there's a condo up there on fire with the roof fully engulfed. But this is the Funtown building right across from Coors Ice Cream Parlor, where this fire started around 2:30 this afternoon. Coors is completely gone. Everything on that strip of the boardwalk completely gone. Now just a gateway for all of this smoke to travel northward as this Funtown building burns down. It went away. It went down so quickly since we got here, Bill. As I mentioned, we were here and there was just a little bit of smoke coming from it, and the wind kicked up right before I went on the air, and that's when that building just kicked right up like someone threw propane on it. It's just really amazing, sad to see how everyone here on the boardwalk is upset about this. You see the the emergency crews walking through our shots. You got the Monmouth County EMS Task Force here. I see Ocean County Fire, Seaside Park Police, a massive mutual aid.
They just revealed it.